Hey crew, welcome to Stanton. Stanton, Minnesota is a little town. If you took off from Minneapolis and flew south about 30 miles, you'd come across this tiny little village that's kind of, you would miss it if you blinked. But there's a little grass strip here, and this is where my dreams took off, literally. Stanton Airport was opened in 1942. It was originally owned by Carleton College, which is in Northfield, Minnesota, which is just about 7 miles away from here. And they used it to train pilots for the military in World War II. Since then, it's turned into a general aviation airport. And when I was a kid, my dad and I would come out here in the summertime, and I'd play on this little swing set behind me, or we'd watch the airplanes. There were skydivers and gliders, and we'd just hang out. One day when I was 13, I got a ride and the tow plane for the gliders, and that was it. I was kind of hooked on flying. That summer I got a bunch of rides, and the next summer when I was 14, that's when I started flying. At the time I was getting really bad grades in school, C's and D's, and my dad had said, you know, for every A you get, I'll give you an hour of flying. And for every B you get, you'll get a half hour of flying. So overnight, I went from C's and D's to A's and B's, started working towards my private pilot license. And when I was 16, one of my very first jobs was working right here at the airport. I used to wash airplanes, pump gas, paint hangar doors, and basically do whatever I could to spend time at the airport. On my 16th birthday, I got to solo, which means you just fly an airplane by yourself for the first time ever, which was pretty cool for a 16-year-old. And then on my 17th birthday, that's when I got my private pilot license. And then I went on and got my instrument rating here as well. And then off to college I went. But this was a cool spot. I came back here and I learned how to skydive, and I flew skydivers here. So it really became like a place that was really close to me. And now we come back here every year. On Father's Day they have a flying breakfast, and we have pancakes and watch airplanes, and it's awesome. So this wasn't just a place I learned how to fly. It was a place I learned how to become a good father. And that was with the time my dad spent with me, the encouragement he gave me, and just all the sacrifices he made. He was a helper, and it always kind of reminds me of the Mr. Rogers quote, look for the helpers. So I want to ask you, who's the helper in your life, or who has been a helper in your life? And here's my encouragement. Call them up today, say, hey, thanks for helping me. That's what this video is for. It's for my dad. Thanks, Dad, for helping me. I wouldn't be where I am today without you, and it all started right here at Stanton. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Have an awesome day. See you next week. This is where I took my senior picture right here with the hangar door open in the back.